You've got your holiday booked, but a wardrobe of clothes that don't fit. You want to feel incredible, healthy, and confident. Stick with me. The next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you the exact framework that I use and my busy working mum clients have used to lose body fat, tone up, and feel fantastic, and wear the clothes that they want to wear on holiday without missing out on family meals or spending hours in the gym. Let's go. This isn't just about the clothes. This is about how you feel. You're tired. You're exhausted. You're juggling so many plates. You're doing everything for everyone else and don't have anything for you. How many times have you said, next year's going to be my year? But every summer comes round and you feel exactly the same. You have bikinis that you want to wear. You have dresses that you want to wear. But right now, that fills you with dread. You know you'll be pulling at the dress, wearing a cardigan over the top, wearing a kimono so no one sees your stomach. You've tried diets before, but you haven't been able to uphold it. It's been so unrealistic, unsustainable, that you've been going round and round in circles, leading to more frustration and thinking, there's nothing out there that's going to work for me. This framework that I'm going to give you will give you a realistic and sustainable approach for a busy working mum. You can see the results that you've always dreamed of. Okay, so this is the framework of what we're going to use. And number one is your goal. Now, it's really, really important that this is realistic and sustainable, okay? So, kids break up about late July, so we've got around about 10 to 12 weeks left until they do that. So this needs to be realistic and sustainable. So you're not going to lose 8 stone in that time, right? But you can still lose a significant amount of weight. And I would say you want to lose a 1 to 2 pound a week is realistic and sustainable. The next thing is your plan, which is basically what you are doing here. You need to set out exactly, what your exercise is going to be, your nutrition, how many steps you're going to get, what water you're going to get. You're planning this out with the idea that this is going to be the 12-week plan for you to lose body fat for your summer holidays. Okay, so let's go through nutrition. So in order to lose 1 to 2 pound a week, I would use this ratio. You're going to times your body weight in pounds by 10 to 12. Okay, so that's going to be your nutrition. Again, you can assess this week by week. Right, exercise. This is all coming down to the plan and the realistic goal that you are creating. What do you think? Again, this is literally what I do with my clients. What do you think you can do that is realistic and sustainable? So is that 2 times a week? Is that 3 times a week? Are you home workouts? Are you gym workouts? How long can you do a workout that's going to not cause you stress or overwhelm? If I said to you, right, you're going to train 5 days a week and it's going to be an hour and a half, you may go, right? And so it's not going to really be realistic and you're not going to be able to uphold this for the 10 to week to get the results of what you want to do of a 1 to 2 pound loss. So set realistic targets. And this could be you starting doing 2 sessions a week that are 30 minutes long. Okay? Simple, easy for you to follow. I personally as well would rather you start, which is easy, and then you progress. Right, steps. The big tip for steps is do what you're currently doing and then simply add on 200 to 400 steps per day. Again, this isn't causing any overwhelm, this isn't causing stress. If I said to you 200 to 400 more steps per day, you could probably I could probably do that, right? It makes it easier. Now, water, something that gets really underlooked. Water helps you with fat loss, it helps you with productivity, it helps you with hunger. You want to be having more than 2 litres per day. Now, as we're starting to get into, hopefully, more warmer and hotter months, this probably needs to be up to even 3 or even 4 litres, depending on how much you sweat. Social plans. Now, I know that you have a goal, right? You've got a 10-week period that you want to do that in, right? You're thinking about the summer holidays, you're thinking about that bikini, which is great. But social plans, again, do you really think that within 10 to 12 weeks, maybe a bit longer if your holiday's a bit later into August, that you are not going to have any sort of social plan? Now, you could lock yourself away and not go out for the rest of that time, but it's not going to be fun and enjoyable. So look at your calendar and plan around it. The where people go wrong with social plans, right, is that they'll have a night out and they may go off plan a little bit. They may go over their calories. It's the next day. It's the spiral. I failed. And then it spirals into 2-3 days over the weekend. And what happens? The classic cliche, start again come Monday. So planning in your social events, you are already planning that you're going to be going over calories. What happens? Your mindset is calmer. You are nicer to yourself. You're kinder to yourself. And then what happens the next day? Just straight back onto it. Okay? Number 8 is communication. Now, this may seem a little bit blasé for some people, but if your partner, if your friends, if your family are on board with everything that you are doing, they are going to be more supportive and they're going to know what your goals are. So therefore, they're not going to be like, oh, you're being boring, or come on, have an extra slice of cheesecake. They are going to be, I guarantee, supportive of your goals. So just communicating of what you're trying to do, in particular your spouse, is a massive, massive tip. Pictures and measurements. Now, I know obviously we are trying to set a realistic target for a 1 to 2 pound loss, right? But we don't want to fixate purely on just scales. Pictures and measurements is a great way to also track your progression, along with also performance. You know, if you are someone who couldn't uphold training sessions, you now doing 2 a week for 30 minutes for 10 to 12 weeks, you're going to start to get stronger. You're going to get, fitter. If there's running involved in this as well, maybe a bike, whatever it may be, swimming, you are going to get fitter and you are going to improve your health. And number 10 is acceptance. Accept that this is now going to be your plan and your life. In order to see change, you have to change. Okay? You have to also change. So it's important to, again, the same thing that I said right at the beginning, realistic and sustainable. Set out your plan. Make it realistic nutrition. What is going to cause you less stress or overwhelm? What are you currently doing and add on 200 to 400 per day? Water gets overlooked. Social plans, do not try and avoid. Plan for it. Communicate with your spouse to improve your chances of getting this, to make the actual journey easier and less conflict. Do pictures and measurements so you can see the performance change, you can see your body shape changing. And that, creating that, is accepting what path and what journey you are going to get. And I guarantee you follow this, you will get the results that you want. The holiday is booked. You've got the clothes there. And now you've got the plan and the framework to get the results that you want. If you found this useful, press that like button. But if you haven't already, press subscribe. Because if you're a busy working mum who wants to improve on their life, their health, their energy, I've got so many more videos built for you.